Teams, Clark, preseason is over, and this new season is underway.
Yeah, and you can kind of feel that both teams, BA, are a little bit anxious and nervous, but an exciting kind of nervousness. So let the season begin. I'm glad we're starting.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Johnson. And it's Jones in at the power forward position. Randall can't hit. And it's Murray with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Johnson. Gobert against Jokic. And here's Murray. Takes the three. Randall pulls down the board. Outside Conley. They set the pick. DeSumo outside. From downtown. Knocks down the long J.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Now here's Jokic over Gobert. No good off the back of the rim. DeSumo outside. Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Here's DeSumo. Back to Daniels. 4 on the clock. To the right side. And here's Gobert from the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Outside Johnson. Jokic against Gobert. Now Murray. The Nuggets need to get one up from deep. Johnson. And again, it's Denver missing.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Conley against Murray. Gobert passes to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. Coach told me Jamal Murray is at the top of their scouting report. He said to me pregame, Murray is the ideal combo guard. He can excel on or off the ball. That is what makes him tough to deal with. You just never know how he'll attack you. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
Randall, good.
Every night, Randall draws a ton of contact, and he dishes it out, too.
Outside Johnson. Jokic the screen. Johnson with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And here's Jokic outside. Rebound Minnesota. Conley with the ball. No made baskets yet. Pass to Randall from deep. Connects from downtown.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Brown. Now here's Jones. Back to Brown. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Ayo DeSumo picks one up. Denver shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Hardaway's checked in for Jones. And when you have a multiple MVP like Nikola Jokic, there's pressure to put him in position to win it all, Clark.
Certainly agree with you there, B.A. Widely regarded as the best player on the planet, Jokic has the capacity to will them to victory single-handedly, but ideally, he shouldn't have to. He needs some additional reinforcement to complement his greatness.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
And they landed in the top 10 for opponent field goal percentage. They're a team that obviously values a solid team defensive effort and doesn't look to give up a lot of easy looks.
And as you were saying, they were great beyond the arc, stretching out opposing defenses, giving opponents headaches. Pass to Hardaway. Murray scanning the floor. Jokic.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Conley, a screen on Brown. Now here's Gobert, covered by Jokic. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Conley, no good. Nuggets trail by 5. Jokic passes to Brown. Outside Murray. Back to Brown. Hardaway from outside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. Dosunmu, pass to Conley. Outside McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Hardaway. To the middle. And stolen by Jokic. The three is up. That's good from Hardaway on the assist by Brown.
Yeah, shooting it really well in that spot. Hardaway Jr. lives from the corner.
Randall outside. Back to Conley. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Outside Brown. Conley against Murray. Up and over Conley. Here's Johnson. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Out to the right wing. Pass to Gobert. And here's Dosunmu. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Minnesota again missing. Murray passes to Hardaway. Here's Murray. McDaniels with a steal. Now here's Conley. Randall outside. Snap the cold streak. Minnesota again missing. The Nuggets trail. Pass to Brown. Lets it go from deep. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Over the seasons, you can tell Brown has put in the work and has turned himself into a really good catch-and-shoot guy.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Najee, he's checked in for the Nuggets. All right, a look here at the passing numbers over the last several months for Jamal Murray.
His assist numbers haven't been where we'd expect them to be over the past few months, and I hope that worries him too, because his ability to create assists is a big part of what makes him a complete offensive package.
Gobert passes to McDaniels. Now Conley. Picked by Gobert. Conley finds Gobert. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. 6 points for Rudy Gobert. Denver's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Now here's McDaniels. Still without a bucket. Randall deciding where to go with it. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by Denver.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
Jokic passes to Hardaway. Here's Najee. Pass to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
And Gobert with the stuff.
Great lob and an even better finish by Gobert.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Brian?
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. For 3, Randall. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Brown passes to Johnson. The three-pointer off the mark.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Najee. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Now here's Hardaway. Tightly guarded. Back to Jokic. And that misses. That would have put him up.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Brown. Pass to Jokic. Hardaway against Conley. Back to Jokic. Fires for 3. Drills it from deep. Jokic has got 5.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
Conley finds McDaniels. Here's DeSumo. Guarded by Brown. Back to Daniels. Lays it up and banks it in.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Hardaway. In his last outing, 8 points for him.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over you.
McDaniels passes to Conley. Randall outside. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. And Denver's shooting only 37% early. Hardaway, the pass to Jokic. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Nine seconds left to play in the first. And again, it's Denver missing. And so it's Rudy Gobert making things happen for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Dominating on the glass. What a quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
We've got Naz Reid, and it's Highland in at the point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Three-pointer, no good. Denver in the lead. And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, B.A., way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Hardaway's shot is good.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Reid passes to Clark. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Outside, Highland lets the three fly. Kept alive by Minnesota. Ooh, stolen by Murray. And Denver pushing it up now. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Bones Highland.
When Hardaway Jr. is forcing the issue like that, it draws the defense's attention, and I like his aggressiveness as a scorer.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Clark, the one expression you hear a lot in basketball, reward the big man. What's that all about?
Well, you know, B.A., the big guys often are the guys doing the dirty work, the unsung work, rebounding, setting screens, getting up and down the floor to create opportunities for their teammates. But they also want that rock, too. So get them the ball every now and then. Let them eat.
And he can't hit the second. And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
3 on the clock. And here's Clark for 3. Minnesota again missing. Denver leading by 5. Hardaway finds Murray. Valanciunas sets a screen. The 3. Rebound by Shannon. The Timberwolves have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Reid for 3. Rebounded by Denver.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Outside, Brown. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Will it go? Nails it from 3. Highland's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And here's Brown for 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Hey, Brown is a quality shooter. We've seen him shoot 40% from 3 for a season.
Here's Shannon, defended by Brown. On the wing, Ingles. The 3. Hauled in by Brown.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Brown is a willing and able passer who typically makes the right play.
Clark outside. Pass to Reid. Count it.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Valanciunas sets a screen. Murray, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Murray against Highland. 4-3. Rebounded by Denver.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
Outside Murray. Pass to Valanciunas. Outside, Brown. Offline from the high post.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
To the inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Brown's got 5 now.
Brown knew exactly what he wanted to do in there and finished inside.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Ingles. Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for Shannon. And Conley subbed in for Highland. And then for Denver, Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Cam Johnson comes in for Holmes. And it's Christian Brown in for Brown. Minnesota with the ball. They trail by 9. And here's Conley. No points yet. Pass to Gobert. Out of bounds. It'll be Nuggets ball. And a look now at the breakdown between 3s and 2s for Denver.
And they've been very balanced offensively. Looking like a well-oiled machine that is producing exactly the kinds of looks they want.
Denver leading by 9. On the wing, Murray. He's guarded by Conley. Jokic against Gobert. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant. A one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
First free throw is good. Clark, last year, Jokic had arguably one of the greatest offensive seasons in NBA history.
Absolutely amazing, B.A. I mean, he averaged a 30-point touchdown, triple-double, shooting over 57% from the field and 41 from 3. This guy is building one of the greatest legacies we've ever seen in the league.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical. He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Outside Johnson. Denver moving it around. Here's Jokic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. And he knocks down the first one. The Timberwolves making it to their 2nd straight Western Conference Finals last year, Clark.
Yeah, you know, what impressed me the most, I think, was making it last year as a 6th seed. gelling down the stretch of the season. They struggled for a good part of the season, but the last third or so of the season, they really came together. Just did not have quite enough to make it to the final.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. And here's Randall. Three-pointer. The rebound by Murray.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Now Jokic. And Gobert with a block.
And that's exactly what Rudy brings to your team on the defensive end.
Oh, what a slam from the big man, Jokic.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Right side Conley. Back to Daniels to stop the drought. Rebound by the Nuggets. Murray's got 4 rebounds now. Now Jokic. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Randall. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And stolen by Gobert. Conley against Murray. Pass to Gobert. Rudy, a monster inside.
With his size, Gobert can make this look really easy. It's almost unfair.
Outside Hardaway. Johnson a screen on McDaniels. McDaniels against Hardaway. There's the drive. Jokic. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Jokic has got 13.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. DeSumo, he's checked in for Clark. And Denver with a change here too. Brown, he's checked in for Murray. Jokic against Gobert. Now here's Brown, guarded closely. 6 to shoot. Back to Jokic, lets it go from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 13. Pass to McDaniels. Now Gobert, covered by Johnson. Fades, and Gobert with the basket on the assist by McDaniels. Gobert's got 14 points for the game. It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. Jokic in the post. He's against Gobert. Jokic passes to Brown. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Looking to get back on track. Randall can't hit.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. There's the triple. That one is off.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Now here's Dosunmu. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Punch from Gobert.
Boy, you get that ball anywhere near the hoop, and Rudy will spike that thing.
Outside, Brown. Jokic with a screen on McDaniels. Hardaway finds Jokic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
The free throw drops for Jokic.
You know, for Jokic, his consistency at the line goes back to his rookie season. He's always shot above 80% on his free throws. That's remarkable for a guy of his size.
And Jokic drops them both. Timberwolves trail by 11. Now Dosunmu. Outside Conley. Shoots over Brown. The shot by Conley, no good. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Out to the right wing. For 3, Conley. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Hardaway. And here's Johnson. Defended by Gobert. Kick out to Brown. Here's Brown. Misses the 3. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 11-point game. Back to Conley. Now here's Randall, guarded by Brown. Here's Dosunmu. Shot on the wing. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Dosunmu's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Pass to Jokic. That one goes. Count it.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And so it's Denver, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. More 2K action in just a moment.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
All right, fellas, time to discuss what we've seen so far from Nikola Jokic. What a first half he's put in.
Yeah, he's high point so far. You see the plays they're running for him? Featured through the half. I expect that to continue.
Yeah, same.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
The Nuggets lead by 11. On the court for Denver. Brown at the 2, Johnson at the 3. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And it's Jones in at the 4. Now here's Brown. He's covered by Dosunmu. The 17-footer. Good defense by Dosunmu. The Timberwolves shooting around 41%. Many players have size. So what makes Rudy Gobert such a good interior defender, Clark?
Well, size is part of it, clearly, B.A., but timing is the big thing. And then awareness, recognition of what the situations are and being able to adjust your body position accordingly. And then anticipation. I mean, timing and anticipation, awareness, those are the things that make really good defenders. When Jokic is rolling like this, it's a beautiful thing to watch, and there's not a lot the defense can do. The Joker, as a matchup, is a nightmare.
Back to Conley. It's tipped. Now here's Jokic. 19 points in the game. Pass to Johnson. Denver moving it around. Outside Murray. Fires from deep. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one.
This is Murray's game. A shoot-first combo guard who's ready to fire as soon as he has it.
Dosunmu on the wing, guarded by Brown. Clock at 6. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Dosunmu's got 7. Denver leading by 14. Outside Jones. Outside Johnson. And another 3 for Denver.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
McDaniels against Johnson. Back to Daniels. Pass to Randall. Launches it. Rebounded by Johnson.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Go back to Minnesota.
And Minnesota making a change here. Reed's checked in. Hardaway's checked in for Denver. Timberwolves trail by 17. Outside Conley. And there's a pick. Outside Reed from behind the arc. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 9 assists now tonight.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
McDaniels passes to Reed. Back to Daniels for 3. The offensive rebound. A slam dunk by Reed.
Saving that trip. Nas Reed turning a miss into a bucket.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Jokic with a screen on Conley. Here's Murray from deep. Jokic. Oh, Jokic with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Reed in the post. Covered by Johnson. McDaniels from long range. Jokic grabs the board. And so Jokic will bring it up for Denver. Pass to Brown. Here's Hardaway. Here's Jokic. Defended by Gobert. Jokic, good. Jokic has got 7 points here in the quarter.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Pass to Dosunmu. Now Gobert, covered by Jokic. Good. Gobert's got 18.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Jokic up top. Now Brown. Jokic with it. He's got 24. Clock at 4. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Jokic has got 9 points here in the second half. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. You look at Nikola Jokic. What a contribution.
At some point, you have to try and force the ball out of his hands. But that's easier said than done.
Julius Randle's checked in for Minnesota. All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. The Nuggets, number 1.
If this team had a chance to push it last season, they did. The best fast break team in the league.
And so it's Minnesota with it, trailing by 17. McDaniels passes to Dosunmu. And it's off from three-point range.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now an update on Julius Randle from Allie LaForce. What'd you find out, Allie?
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Despite the longer time frame for a full recovery, the training staff is letting him play. We'll be keeping you updated as we hear more, but for now, he's not going to let this slow him down.
Thanks for the update there, Allie.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the hardest part about this situation is just not knowing. At least we have a bit more clarity now.
Johnson a screen on Conley. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Fires the three. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties, and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Ryan, back to you.
Now you just want a fair fight. All right, Allie, thank you.
Whatever this team needs from Jokic, he seems to provide it because he works so hard. Whether it's points, passing, rebounding, improved defensively, love his determination.
The free throw dropped for Jokic. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. And Clark has subbed in for Julius Randle. And Jokic drops them both. Timberwolves trail by 18. DeSumo outside. Clark outside. Right side Reed. There's the three. And another three from Minnesota.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
Conley against Murray. 11 feet out. Connects. The jumper drops. Murray's got 5 points.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
Inside. Reed, a screen on Murray. From deep, Conley. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Pass to Johnson. Outside Hardaway. Jokic the screen. 6 to shoot. Fires the three. Off the left rim and out. Timberwolves trail by 17. McDaniels passes to Conley. And here's DeSumo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Jokic with it. Picked up by Reed. Pass to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Murray from outside. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists now tonight. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Jokic against Reed. Shot clock at 5. Jokic in the post. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Is there anything he doesn't do? Great awareness by Jokic there.
DeSumo outside. Back to Conley. And here's Clark for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Conley against Murray. Outside Hardaway. Jokic with a screen on Clark. Hardaway from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to DeSumo. Outside McDaniels. Over to the left wing. Here's Reed. Again, the Timberwolves score.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And Minnesota with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for McDaniels. Shannon comes in for DeSumo. And it's Highland in for Conley. And then for Denver, Brown, he's checked in for Johnson. Strawler comes in for Brown. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Murray. Denver leading by 18. Outside Jones. Kick out to Brown. Hardaway on the wing. Over Clark. Clark grabs the board. Well, the Timberwolves shooting at 45% of the game so far. Pass to Shannon. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
1:10 left in the third quarter. Jones against Highland. Outside Jones. Over Highland. Jones misses.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Shannon. Good D by Jokic.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time, but it doesn't happen often.
Outside Hardaway. Hits the trifecta. Hardaway's got 17.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Jones against Highland. Over Jones. And Denver making a change here. Here's Pickett. 18 feet out. No good there. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. Piling up the numbers that quarter. Already, he's got a double-double. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Randle at power forward with Reed at center. Then it's Bones Highland, and it's Clark in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And it's Murray with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Left side, Hardaway. It's Brown on the wing. Oh, and Reed with a block.
What a denial that time by Reed. Excellent body control on that block.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Just 5 to shoot. Murray passes to Brown. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got assist number 7 tonight.
Brown locked in and concentrating well there, getting that 3 to fall.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randle, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball. You know, Julius Randle offers a versatile skill set. Not only does he have outstanding handles for a guy of his size, he's pretty quick too. He's also got that strength, which is a pretty nice combination.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Nuggets lead by 19. To the paint. Here's Najee, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Randall outside, puts up a 3. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now. Murray with it, picked up by Reed. Murray inside, working on Reed. Murray's shot is good.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Here's Shannon, defended by Brown. Minnesota again missing.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
And that'll be Denver's ball as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets able to keep possession here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. Roddy comes in for Najee. Jokic with a screen on Clark. Hardaway, the pass to Jokic. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Shannon. Fires for 3. Knocks down the triple. Shannon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Murray against Highland. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Brown. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Randall. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 10 points for Julius Randle.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
Jokic against Gobert. For 3, Hardaway. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists in the game.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
For 3, Randall. Doesn't go for him.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Hardaway, the pass to Jokic. And the shot goes in. Jokic has got 15 points here in the second half.
Even when you try to lock him up, Jokic finds a way. What a nice, delicate touch from him.
Here's Shannon. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic is... Pass to Murray. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world. The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Clark, the pass to Randall. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup.
He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Denver. Right side, Murray. That one's good for 2.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Shannon. That 3's off the mark. The Nuggets have gotten 8 of 10 attempts in. Very productive here in the 4th. Pass to Murray. Inside, and stolen by Gobert. To the wing on the left. Kicks it out to Clark. Deflects the pass. Down low. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Pass to Jokic. From downtown, it's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Now Gobert. Randall inside. From outside the arc. Highland misses. Denver has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Outside Hardaway. The 3-ball. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Right wing. And here's Clark for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Hardaway's got 4 rebounds now. Puts it up from 12. Here's Jokic. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Minnesota shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Pass to Highland. Here's Shannon. They set the pick. 3-pointer. Brown with some nice D. Clark against Hardaway. Now here's Murray. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Back to Highland. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Minnesota again missing. And the Nuggets shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Hardaway, no good. Minnesota shooting just 42% so far in the game. Here's Shannon. That one falls. Shannon's got 7 points here in the quarter.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
Murray against Highland. Murray up top. To the wing, right side. Outside, Brown. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Pass to Shannon. Back to Highland. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Here's Shannon. Shoots over Brown. Shannon's shot is off.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Now Jokic. To the inside. And Jokic throws it down.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Shannon's shot is off.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Outside Murray. Steps back and shoots. Again, Denver scores.
In the mid-range, Murray can really make it happen now. He's just that versatile a scorer.
Pass to Shannon. Clark outside. A minute 35 left in the fourth quarter here. Steps back. Murray. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nuggets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Nikola Jokic.
He really influenced the game with his rebounding. Just a stellar performance. With all the work he put in, he's going to sleep well tonight.
Murray's shot is good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for Shannon. DeSumo comes in for Clark. And Conley subbed in for Highland.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And here's Brown. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement